So let's start with something that's completely free of charge but requires more effort, and will work all the way to something that requires no effort but costs a bit of money. The thing that is completely free of charge, requires a lot of effort, but is something you should be doing every single day to tire out your dog, is taking them on a walk. But not just taking them on a walk, because I know you're thinking, well, that's obvious, but it's to take them on a loose lead walk. I will talk about this in pretty much every video for the rest of my career, because as a canine behaviourist, I truly believe that the vast majority of problem behaviours can be removed from a dog if you teach them to walk on a loose lead by your side, because it teaches them to look up to you for guidance and direction. It allows you to communicate to them effectively what you do want and what you don't want, which allows you to be able to steer them through all situations in life. But also, because they're engaged with you, because they're focused on you, the act of going for a walk is much higher levels of mental stimulation, paired with the physical exercise that you're giving to your dog by going for a walk, and you're going to find that they will be much more tired taking them for the same distance on a loose lead than that same distance with them doing what they want when they want. So let's look at something that is very cheap but requires a bit of effort to help tire your dog out, and that is teaching them a game of fetch. You need to buy a tennis ball or a frisbee or a dummy, and you can go as fancy as you want with this. You can start with a very cheap basic tennis ball. You could get a really fancy tennis ball launcher. You could go super bougie and get a Gundog dummy launcher that uses blank pistol cartridges to send a dummy absolutely miles. But essentially it comes down to the ability of having your dog run really fast to go and get something, and then run really fast to bring it you back, and you kind of just have to stand there throwing the thing for them. So it's a little bit of investment, a little bit of effort on your part, but absolutely brilliant at tiring your dog out. It also can work on formal obedience. You can layer this up by not just letting your dog go and get what they want as soon as you throw it, but you could ask them to come into a heel, sit and wait, throw the object, and not let them go for it straight away until you send them for it. You're starting to tap into some Gundog training, and especially if you've got a dog like a Labrador or a Spaniel or a Golden Retriever, or a mix of those breeds with anything else, you're probably going to find that your dog will absolutely love doing this, and it is one of the quickest, cheapest and most efficient ways of tiring your dog out, incredibly quick. And with a few little tips and tricks like that, you can take it from a fun bit of exercise to an incredibly challenging piece of obedience work that you will then utilize in other aspects of your dog's life. Next up requires a little bit more of an investment, and definitely could be something that could get a bit of a sweat on for you as well, and that is using a flirt pole. Now, many dogs that don't like retrieving things will absolutely love playing with a flirt pole. Take my Mastiff mixed breed puppy, for example. Ask her to go and get a ball and she'll be, why on earth would I go and get that for you? It makes no sense. But bring something to life on the end of a flirt pole, whether it be a little bit of rope or a toy, and whip that around, tap into her natural prey drive to chase and catch things, and you can absolutely provide tons of exercise for her in incredibly short periods of time. But you have to be moving, you have to be fast, you have to make sure that you're safe. So you probably will get a little bit of a sweat on, you'll get your heart rate up a little bit, but it's still going to be significantly easier than going out for a 1 hour, 90-minute walk with your dog, and it's definitely going to tire them out more in a much shorter space of time, whilst also allowing your dog to have incredible levels of fun and fulfilling some of their very natural, ancestral, DNA-based roots.